Good morning, good morning. It is allergy season where I live, so I am taking my allergy medicine and gonna make a quick leftover breakfast, but I'm in the kitchen, so I thought I'd cook for y'all. Hope everyone is doing well. It is rainy and I don't know, maybe it's cold. I've been inside, truthfully. I don't know. Let me start by introducing myself. As always, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. I am on a health and wellness journey to age gracefully. I have completely changed the way that I eat by getting tested for food sensitivities. That was a cheek swab, and that was some hair samples, and I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I avoid. I thank you guys so much for helping support my YouTube channel, which is still very new, maybe just a couple months old now. I have a little over 500 subscribers, which means I have a community tab now. Super excited about that. And that just means that I can post pictures for you guys. I can do polls if we want to talk about what we want to cook next or who wants to do a cook along with me. Let's see what else. I can link other videos. So if you go to YouTube, please make sure that you're subscribed. Even if you do Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher on all platforms. Let's see what else. I will be traveling the first week of April. So I plan to take you guys along with me, let you know where I'm going, what I'm eating. I won't be in the kitchen, but I'm really excited that I have a community tab. Thank you to everyone who's found me from the lead attorney. So happy that you're here. Let's see what else. If you are on TikTok, one of the millennials that I know told me TikTok is where it's at. Hey, Mr. Akata, good to see you. So if you find me on TikTok, Maggie the Substitute Teacher, you can like or subscribe or follow. I don't know, y'all. Follow me there. That is where I'll also go live once I have, I think it's 1,000 subscribers. And last I checked, I had 42. All right, you guys. So I'm making the same breakfast as yesterday. Good morning, God's girl. Good to see you. Good morning, Akata. Good to see you. Yes, I'm back with my eggs. I have some leftovers from yesterday. I have a busy day today, so I'm between meetings again. So I'm just going to put it together and kind of do the same thing that I did before. Hey, Belle. So some of this stuff might be repetitive. Hope you guys don't mind, but I'm here, so I'm cooking for you. I'm just making some turkey bacon again. This is the Butterball turkey bacon, and I'm going to do it in my air fryer like I showed you guys yesterday. My air fryer has these shelves of different height, and the air fryer has a fan inside, so whenever you're cooking something that is lightweight, it can fly around in the air fryer. So the hack that I've used is to put my turkey bacon between these racks. So I've got my little 5 stack of turkey bacon. So I'm just going to layer them out separate. The key to surviving turkey bacon, if you can have regular bacon, please have some for me. But if you have to have turkey bacon like me, the key is to cook it as crispy as you can, and for me to pepper it very generously. All right, so I'll show you guys what I have. So again, I just put my turkey bacon on a tray here. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I'm just gonna crack some fresh black pepper on it. Feel free to drop where you're watching from. If you want to say your city or your state or your country. If you're international, y'all know I'm in the Atlanta area. All right, so I have I have a pepper grinder, and I'm going to go all over my turkey bacon. This is also, a good snack. I don't know if you guys like your bacon sweet or savory. I make a really nice candied bacon. The boys like that. You can either do like honey or brown sugar is really good on it, and then you put it under the boiler and it'll caramelize and get really sticky sweet. You can, if you like sweet heat, you can do the black pepper and the bacon. I also make a really nice bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts. Those are excellent. You want to wrap the bacon around and drizzle it, I think, with syrup or honey. And then again, put it under the air fryer. And that's really good. Man, that's a workout, y'all. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, California. Oh, it's early for you. All right, so you guys see here, I just went really liberal with the cracked black pepper. And then I'm going to put the other tray as close as I can on top. I've got a little piece hanging out, but it'll be all right. And then this is going to go in the air fryer. Maybe about 5-6 minutes, but to your level of crispness. Okay, so for my air fryer, the heat source is at the top, and so I like to put, when I want something crispy, like if I want like fries, like I eat fries, but you want to put them closer to the heat source. Thank you, Charles. Lead was making fun of me about my gluten-free pancakes. I appreciate the lead attorney, but yeah, the blueberry syrup is amazing, and I'll hold it up just in case anybody doesn't know what that is. One moment. All right, you guys hear me talking about beverages and condiments all the time. Today I'm using regular syrup, so this is the sugar-free Carries. I just got this at Walmart. I like to eat my calories and try to avoid them in beverages and condiments. But when I make my blueberry pancakes, which I think Val, are you the one that said they're Maggie cakes? I love that. Walden Farms makes sugar-free, calorie-free, gluten-free flavored syrups. They have blueberry, they have strawberry. Maybe I'll do strawberry for you guys. I'm gonna have some berries today. But yeah, you can get a lot of extra, you can save a lot of calories by making sure they're in the food you eat, not the stuff you put on the food. So, hey, Regency, even if you're not ready to, substitute out your foods, you can, avoid a lot of that extra sugar and whatnot by changing some of your condiments. All right, you guys. So for my pancakes this morning, I'm back to using the dash. I do like cooking on the stove. Like cooking anyway, but the dash is great. It's kind of like a George Foreman because it cooks from both sides, but this is the griddle. It has the smooth surface, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. When you plug it in, this light will turn blue or turn on, and then when it reaches temperature, it will go off, and then what I'm also going to do, in order to get that nice brown color on your pancakes, especially the crispy edges, you want to put some butter either in the pan or on the griddle. Okay, y'all, this is what I'm using. Let me get one you can actually read. So my test results showed that I'm sensitive to cow dairy, so this is what I use all the time. I can't have cow dairy, so I literally just take my goat's butter. It looks like butter and cooks like butter, like a marker, and I'm gonna go, I'll do it now because it's not plugged in, and then I'll plug it in. Literally, you could melt it and do a brush, but I'm just gonna put some over the top and the bottom. So I have both sides of the griddle covered, and that's what gives you that beautiful brown color on your pancakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. We've got our turkey bacon in the air fryer. I know, wish it were regular. But anyway, I'm on a journey. I'm down 70 plus pounds so far with at least 30 more to go. I posted a before picture on my community tab on YouTube, and I think if you swipe or slide, you'll see a more recent picture. And so I really appreciate you guys being here to help hold me accountable because we can all do better. All right, so I'm gonna have, speaking of berries, I'm gonna have some raspberries today. The pancakes that I'm making are cranberry cinnamon. So I'm feeling very special. Sorry, y'all, I know. Lame, but I get excited. Okay, so if you were here yesterday, I made this batter, and I know it's gonna look kind of strange, but you can see it's kind of a reddish brown. This was, I'll show you the ingredients. I think I have an extra. I made extra batter, but I didn't cook it all, so I'm going to make the remainder today. My pancakes are gluten-free. Thank you, lead attorney. Um, so gluten-free, which just means they don't have any flour, because I can't have gluten. So no flour, no dairy, so no milk, and no sugar. It's a 2-ingredient recipe, my Maggie cakes. All right, while we're waiting for our griddle to hold up, I never know who's new, so if you've heard this before, apologies. But this is my substitute for the egg loaf, which you can make into French toast and all kind of other things. If you want to see that one, go back on my page and look for the raspberry French toast recipe. But the original recipe is 2 ingredients. It calls for eggs and it calls for cream cheese. So if you can have cow dairy, you would do eggs and you would do cream cheese. I have all the regular stuff, in the house. I just can't eat it, but I still have to cook, for the ones that I love. Um, but because I can't have cow dairy, I substitute cream cheese for goat's cheese, which is a white, soft cheese that you can get pretty much in any deli. Um, so if you just use the plain white cream cheese or goat cheese, you'll have that yellow looking, pancake batter, the typical one. But I like to experiment. So yesterday I made the batter using this, which is a cranberry cinnamon goat cheese log. This is from Aldi, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So what I had yesterday, this was a 6-ounce log of goat cheese, and so 6 eggs. So if you have, this one is a 4-ounce log, 4 and 4, 6 and 6. Or if you're doing the big block, an 8-ounce of cream cheese. If you have Philadelphia, or this is Walmart brand, 8 ounces of cream cheese and 8 eggs. And so all you need to do is put them in the blender, and then you get the batter. And the batter will keep. So, oh, y'all, I'm talking, my griddle's over here ready. The batter will keep, and this is batter from yesterday because you can blend it all, but you don't have to cook it all. So this has got, I don't know if you can tell, it's got some pieces of the cranberry in it. That's why it looks this way, but you can definitely do plain. I've also done plain and then topped it with fresh blueberries. That's kind of my favorite because I love the way blueberries kind of burst when they get warm. So I poured it into the griddle, excuse me, and I've closed it. All right, so let me clean up and make my fruit. All right, wash my hands. So on my journey, what I eat is pretty much lean protein and a lot of eggs, akata. Lean protein, some vegetables, the lower starch ones, some vegetables and fruits, very little starch, and pretty much 0 sugar. So if you can have full sugar, see if you can find, I'm sure they have flavored syrups. If you can have the full flavor, please have some for me. I have to watch my sugar. When I started my journey, I was pre-diabetic. That's normal now. I had borderline cholesterol. That's no, elevated cholesterol, that's normal now. And borderline blood pressure, that's normal now. And all just by changing what I eat. I'm on no medication. So for me, food is medicine, but I am not here to preach for you. Please eat what you love. All right, our turkey is done. Turkey bacon, you can see it's still sizzling hot. I'm gonna put it back in there. Aye! But I like to get it as crispy as I can. It gives me the texture of bacon, even if it doesn't give me the taste of bacon, right? All right. Yesterday, I don't know who was on, but I made a fruit dip for my fruit. I have some leftovers, which I'm going to eat. I'm going to plate it in something neat so that it'll be nice. But just in case anybody missed that, I'll show you my substitution for a fruit dip. It's just two ingredients. If you can have dairy, you can do this with Greek yogurt. I can't have dairy, so I used, this is, thank you, Much Better. I appreciate that. Much Better has a question about goat cheese. I know, it is an acquired taste, but I'll show you something that's been really, really good for me. So anyway, this is silk yogurt made from almond milk. And then I use these Flavor Bursts skinny syrups. It's basically zero sugar, 0 calorie. And then I just squirt this into the almond milk, yogurt, and stir. And you know when you get a fruit tray and it's got that yogurt cup in the middle, fruit dip, it's usually loaded with sugar. This is my hack for that, or my substitution for that. So the whole substitute teacher thing, y'all, is just about me substituting the foods that I used to love for the foods that love me back. So Much Better is looking like, what the heck with the goat cheese? So I have some fresh raspberries I'm going to rinse and explain. So yeah, you know, when I got my test results back, which that's them on the fridge, you know, this is year 3 for me, and I've been tested 3 times. And unfortunately for me, as much as I love milk and cheese and all that, you know, it doesn't love me back. Dairy and gluten have pretty much, you know, stayed on my list. When I first got tested, ooh, Regency, I'm coming to your comment. When I first got tested, I had about a dozen things on my list. Chicken, coffee, citrus. Oh, I was so sad. I'm like, this is stuff I eat all the time. What am I supposed to eat? I dropped a raspberry. Oh, all right, let me rinse everything off. And, you know, what I've learned is it's not the stuff that you eat. I want this pancake to cook and brown a little bit more. It's not the stuff that you eat from time to time. It's the stuff that you eat all of the time. And so my point in saying that is as I adjusted, you know, my diet, things started to fall off the list. So in year 2, instead of a dozen things, I had like 5 or 6. And then in year 3, when I just got tested like a couple months ago, it's really like 2 or 3 things. So I can eat pretty much what I want. But, you know, the story for anyone who hasn't heard it before, thank you for being here. You know, I struggled with weight my whole life. And then, you know, as you get older, the extra weight just turns into like health problems. I've already shared with you guys what was going on with that. All right, I'm going to start plating. I'll show you guys my first pancake. It's not bad. The top is looking kind of, to me, it could be browner, but the bottom, nice. So I use my nice little square plate, something fancy for me, and I'm putting it on there. And for me, the key to the pancake experience is butter and syrup on every layer. All right, so I'm gonna put some more goat's butter on the griddle, and then I'm coming back to this story and I'm gonna talk about this goat's cheese. All right, so I rub the butter on the hot griddle. Got some on my hand, and I'm gonna pour pancake number 2. I think I have enough for a 3 stack today. Yeah. Okay, and then butter. I'll show you guys what I have. Because you gotta put it on while it's warm. That's how you get the yummy, yummy. So I have some goat's butter. Wait till you hear about the goat's butter, much better, much better. And then my sugar-free syrup. This one I just got at Walmart, but there's so many. And y'all, even the regular brands are now having sugar-free options. And I just put this in the microwave as storage. I don't know why. Okay, so back to the goat's cheese. When I found out that I couldn't have cow dairy, my metabolic specialist was like, you can have, goat's cheese. So I have been on the hunt, you guys, trying all kind of stuff. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. And if I don't like it, believe me, I will tell you. So, what I share here are the things that I found that actually work for me. So goat's cheese, I'll show you a couple. So what most people probably think about with goat's cheese is the log that's like the soft, creamy cheese. This one, it's a good, I can eat it plain, some brands like on fruit, on crackers. Again, this is a great substitute for cream cheese. It's also, I've used it as a substitute for ricotta, like when I made the squash lasagna. So if you leave it out at room temperature, it'll soften nicely. But this one is probably my hands down favorite. LeClaire Pepper Jack. We have, oh yeah, goat butter. Oh, wait till, come on in. This one right here, we have a farmer's market called Sprouts where I see this brand, but you can also buy it online. There is a deli in Wisconsin, I don't know. They said they ship free over ice. This is a great melting cheese. So it comes in a block. I do have a crank shredder and I shred it myself. This is an excellent, you know what, I'll come on later and do the tomato with the shredded cheese. So good. But yeah, and then for the for the pancakes, I'm using this goat's cheese. I'm not a doctor, I'm just a home cooker. That's what the boys call me. But yeah, I'm going to show you the goat's butter. I have searched far and wide, but I did find something that works wonderfully. Without getting too weird, we're all mammals and we all make milk. And so you can see here, Delamere, this is a UK brand. So it's basically butter made from goat's milk. You can get goat's milk butter and cheeses and yogurts and all kind of stuff. It's a little hard to find, but it's definitely, for me, my body tolerates goat's milk products better than cow dairy. I'm sure there's a scientific reason why, but cow dairy continues to come up on my sensitivity test. For me, it causes a lot of inflammation. I have a lot of joint pain, as we get older, like old injuries that flare up when it rains. I would be achy and I would take a lot of pain pills, and I didn't like that. So that's been my story. I'm going to make some coffee because I also use plant-based creamers. But Regency says he simmers blueberries in water and they cook down into a syrup, and it's so good. That sounds amazing. I could make my own blueberry syrup. I may have to try that. Maybe I'll order some fresh blueberries. I just washed my raspberries. I guess you could do that with raspberries too. These are a little bit more tart. Yeah, that's why I'm using the fruit dip. Hold up. But they're excellent on French toast. But I guess that would work the same. Let me check on my pancake. All right, pancake number 2 coming along. So my fruit dip from yesterday. Presentation is important to me, so I'm just gonna stir it, a little bit more. It does have the yogurt consistency, it may be a little bit runny, but it gives me the yogurt experience. So, this journey that I've been on, you guys, I have to find things that work for me that I'm willing to, eat pretty much for the rest of my life. Of course, when I'm traveling or I'm going somewhere, mm, mm. Of course, when I'm, you know, having a holiday or whatever, I'm going to eat the regular stuff. That's why it's taken me 3 years. But I can't eat it every day because then I start having, you know, the aches and pains. Some of us have eczema. Some of us have allergies. I'm just putting my raspberries on my fruit dip. All right, pancake number 2 is done. So you guys can see our first one. And then I've got pancake number 2. See here. And I like to check the bottom, make sure it's nice and golden. And so I'm putting it on top of pancake number one. This is, just plating. To me, it looks nice. And when you cut into it, you actually have a stack. But then also it keeps the food warm when you put it on top of each other. One second. Got some packages. We'll do a little unboxing, but y'all, I'm also an Airbnb host, and sometimes my guests don't remember the alarm. I heard the beeping, so I didn't want it to go off. Wash my hands again. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my last pancake. Did I do butter and syrup on that level? I did not. You have to have the butter and syrup. Y'all, I get distracted. Here we go. All right. So our 2 stack of pancakes, I have another pat of butter. About to mess up the whole thing. All right. So we put that on there while it's still warm. And then another drizzle of syrup. This is my Kerry sugar-free. All right. So this is what we have so far, and I'm going to make number 3. Because I'm using the griddle, they're all a little small, but that's okay. I only eat 2 meals a day. But the griddle keeps them all the same size. All right, so I'm going to put some butter on the top and the bottom again. Again, the goat's butter. All right, and then I've got the last of my batter here. And again, these are my reddish brown because I use the cranberry goat's cheese. If I had used blueberry goat's cheese, they would be like a bluish purple. If I use plain goat's cheese or cream cheese, if you could have dairy, they would be that nice golden yellow flour color. But there's no flour, so if you're trying to watch carbs or you can't have grains, to me, these Maggie cakes hit the spot. All right, so let's clean up. I'm gonna finish my fruit cup. So much better. Goats are us, yes. I know, it's weird, y'all. Look, I'm 46, so up to like 43, I ate the typical American diet, fast food, just, all the stuff that we just eat just because it's convenient. Injured my knee traveling, and I just, it just wouldn't heal right. I was just limping around. I hated being like the last person, pulling up the rear. And I'm like, I'm older, but I'm not old, and I don't want to live like this. And so that's how this all began. Oh, much better. I'm going to show you one more goat's cheese that I love. This one, maybe I'll make this later with the tomato chavry, I guess. This one you can get at Publix. I like to buy online in bulk because I hate when I find ingredients that I like and then it's like, man, they're out of stock, and you don't want to be rummaging through, the kids' stuff when you're hungry. It's like going grocery shopping when you're hungry. Not good. All right, I'm going to finish making my fruit cup. I'm a little bit of a, I wouldn't say compulsive hand washer, but I am, like, when I'm touching other stuff. All right, so I've got my fruit dip and I have my raspberries. So I'm just putting them on here, but for anybody new, much better. You've seen that Chavry? Hey, Cook. You've heard my story. If you haven't heard my story, I've struggled with weight. I come from a normal size, healthy family, but I was just always the big girl. Thought I was plus size. Big girl. And when I, found this metabolic specialist, she took one look at me and she was like, "You're not really that big. like your frame is not big. And I was like, oh, all this time I've been telling myself, big boned. I'm just making my fruit cup. Big bone, big this, whatever. And she was like, you just have a lot of inflammation. And I was like, inflammation, what is that? I had never heard of that. I think I'm going to dust these with a little bit of powdered sweetener. I love presentation, so you guys can see my raspberries here, and I have my zero sugar almond milk yogurt at the bottom. We eat with our eyes first, so to me, it's important to enjoy the dining experience. I know some people are just like, it's just food as long as I'm not hungry. That ain't me. All right, I'll come back to the story time in a second. Cleaning as we go. But yes, you've seen the Challery much better. This one right here is very mild. So if you're new to goat cheese, I recommend this one because this one is probably the closest to like a creamy, soft cream cheese. The ones in the log, goat's cheese has like a little bit of a funk to it, almost like a blue cheese, but it's got a very unique taste. My palate has completely changed. I like it now, but it did take some getting used to, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let me clean up. So anyway, I feel like I tell this story over and over again. So I'm like, yeah, I know everybody knows already, but someone had to teach me. Um, okay, I'm just standard American diet. Yeah, you're right. And that's what I'm here. You guys, we're all on a journey. Some of us do it for weight loss reasons, some of us do it for health reasons, but you can really eat well. And what I like to do on my channel is make healthy food, the food that you want to eat, because that's what's worked for me, eating food that I want to eat. All right, I'm going to get some powdered sweetener. Mr. Akata, I may have to take that from you. The standard American diet is sad. And when I go back to eating that way now, I feel miserable. All right, I think our last pancake is done. I'm gonna make it as fancy as possible. So anyway, metabolic specialist looked at me and she said, you're not that big. You just have a lot of inflammation. So we did the test, the cheek swab and the hair samples, and I got this list of foods like I told you guys. And I was like, what the heck am I supposed to eat? But here's the thing, within 2 days, because I had tried all the diets before, Nutrisystem, I'm just putting it on my last stack. So we've got our pancake stack here, and of course butter and syrup. So I was like, I'm gonna really give this, seriously a try. Butter, because I had tried Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers, and again, all of those work fine. I love everybody's program. Please do what works for you. But the key is, or what's happened to me, and syrup, if you, as soon as you get off of that plan and you go back to eating the way you used to, look at that money shop and that syrup. I'm starting to get excited. Okay, when you go back to eating the way you used to, then the weight will come back on. So that's why what I'm doing works for me, is because this is how I'm going to eat for the rest of my life. Within 2 days of eliminating those foods that I'm sensitive to, I woke up and I just was walking to the bathroom without limping around, and I was like, my mind is playing tricks on me. I don't need a pain pill as soon as I get up. My joints aren't stiff and achy. I'm like, okay, there must be something to this. I'm gonna dust my raspberries and my pancakes with a little bit of this. Swerve is my powdered sugar substitute. So you can see here the confectioner. So I'm gonna get a little spoon. You guys have seen they have a brown sugar substitute, a table sugar substitute. Completely optional, just being fancy. And then the powdered sugar substitute. So I'm going to dust my, you're so welcome. I'm going to dust my raspberries, trying to be light with it. Perfect. So you guys, now that I have this community tab, I got to take pictures. I got to make sure everything looks good. And yes, I'm going to taste it for you. And then again, with the non-dairy, this is whipped cream from coconut milk. So they make almond milk whipped cream, coconut milk whipped cream. So this is what we have. Still warm, as you can see, with butter and syrup. These are cranberry cinnamon Maggie cakes. Thank you, Val. Yes. Yeah, much better. Absolutely. The for tacos or for Latin, that Leclerc shreddable melting cheese is excellent. All right, let me get my bacon. I want to get my picture, and then I'll taste it for you guys. I'm like that old lady now, just reaching into the stove. All right, let's see if I plate it. Oh, you guys can see our turkey bacon, and it holds up pretty well as long as you cook it crispy. I'm trying to see if I can plate it. I work from home now, gratefully, but I used to work in corporate America. I was a senior manager for amenities, so I've seen a lot of like chefs and all kind of deli. I don't know if I like that, but you know what? I got to take this picture because I want to eat it. Oh, all right. So this is what I have. Let me take a picture for my community tab. Bill. Oh yeah, Bill. Tell us about your goat cheese experience. What did you try? And it is an acquired taste. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If you're used to the typical, and Akata, I'm going to take that, the typical sad diet, the typical standard American diet. I'm not going to lie, you guys. The first couple weeks, I was kind of nauseous. It was weird. It was like I felt bad, but I felt good, if that makes sense. It's kind of like detox, right? You know, when you've been eating just crap and that's what your body's used to, you're just craving all that stuff, and you have to really be intentional about changing. Just taking pictures, y'all. I take multiple so that I can find the one that works. All right, let me get a fork. I'm gonna cut into it for you guys. So again, these are cranberry cinnamon Maggie cakes. IHOP should be making those. You know what? Not like I'm gonna open a restaurant, but you know, there are places that have like gluten-free and non-dairy or grain-free pancakes. You guys can see, I lost some of my whipped cream, but if you can see, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm sorry. This is the batter from yesterday. It's so good. You have the pancake experience. I'm trying to show you guys. I mean, it's a little spongy because there's no flour, but you know, this recipe or this, I dreamt this up because I made the boys like breakfast for dinner, and I made breakfast for dinner for them one night. And I made them, I still cook all the stuff I can't have, full flavor pancakes, Bisquick, you know, bacon and hash browns and scrambled eggs and all that stuff. Mm. And they're tearing it up. And I'm like, can't have any of this. So I went to bed, kind of mad. And I woke up and I was like, I'm going to try something. And it's been great. So my raspberries with my fruit dip yogurt. Mm. Mm. If you can eat I have no problem eating just regular fruit, but you can doctor it up with a few things to make it, scrumptious. All right, now I'm being greedy. Just one more bite. Mm, mm, woo. Okay, so good. I got a couple packages came in. I'm gonna clean up and do a little bit of unboxing. I'm sorry, y'all. I actually eat the food that I make, so I only eat 2 meals in a day. So this is my first meal. Um, so yeah, this is what I do. Um, these are my go-to Maggie cakes. Clean up. Make them plain. I've made them with plain with sprinkled blueberries inside. You guys can go back and look on my videos. If you blend the fruit inside the batter, the way I did with these cranberries, it will. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, y'all. I don't want to be. I'm trying to stay elegant for you. I don't want to be all, stuff in my face, but when I was cooking with mom the other night and I made the quesadillas, I had to go off camera because, literally I would be in the kitchen doing this anyway. I just decided to bring you guys along and turn on the camera. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so, I love, love, love that you support. But yeah, honestly, and I will ask, I wish I could bring you guys in here, but I'll ask people who are not like on a health and wellness journey, what happened? Like I would cook for myself and then cook for the boys, and then they're like, Mom, what's that? And I'm like, oh, it's my whatever. And they're like, you know how kids are. That looks good. Can I have some? That's another way to lose weight. 2 boys, 12 and 14, and one is a swimmer. When I tell you that boy can eat, all I do is cook. Okay, focus, Maggie. Unboxing, cleaning up. I was gonna make some coffee. We'll see. I may do that. Show you guys some coffee. Oh, thank you so much. Morning, Miss J. I appreciate everybody coming in. Excuse me. I lose focus because I'm just in here cooking. But yes, please hit the like or the heart or whatever. I'm new, and if you would like, share what your city, state, or country is, so I know where people are watching from. All right. Clean my working surface. But yeah, I even grown folks, when I put stuff in front of them, they're like, that looks good, that tastes good. So this has been my journey. All right, we'll do the coffee last. Oh my gosh, Akata used to eat like a rhino, y'all. So I come from a small nuclear family, just mom, dad, me, and my brother. I remember, my brother. And yeah, having 2 boys and one is an athlete, it's ridiculous. Okay, I've shared with you guys one of the things that's really helped me are my subscription services. So I'm just looking to see what came in from Walmart. Face mask. I never know what it is. Well, obviously I know what it is, but I'm just unboxing. I got these for, like I said, we're traveling the first week of April. So I'll take you guys along now that I have my community tab. But Walmart has a service to compete with Amazon. So kind of like Amazon has Amazon Prime, Walmart has Walmart Plus. It's $99 for the year, unlimited deliveries. But the thing with Walmart is there's no minimum amount. I think with Prime, what is it, like $35? And I have Prime too. It's easy to get $35. I'll show you what came yesterday. But if you need one or two things, for me, Walmart has been great. And if you have a Walmart close to you like I do, it's next day delivery free. I got another Walmart package. It's next day delivery free, but if you have a Walmart close to you, you may get it the same day, and they'll just bring it like in a Walmart bag, obviously. I cook and clean, so I have to have my supplies, but um, why that's important for my channel is if I find ingredients that are available online, like those Swerve sweeteners that I have, I will order those online instead of trying to go to the store and the shelves are bare. Absolutely not. Hey, Tracy, come on in. All right, what's this? Y'all are seeing everything. Okay, I ran out of dishwashing detergent, but you can see I use the delivery services kind of like my shopping list. If you like going to the store and you have time, please do that. My parents are still like that, old school. They like to push that cart around. But I work from home. Obviously, I live at home. So I like to keep my bubble small, and I don't go out unless I have to. Sounds kind of weird, but also, and I shared this with you all, I know that I struggle with impulse buying, especially when it comes to snacks. So let's say all I needed in the store was dishwasher detergent and masks. I know myself. I can go in for two things and I'll come out with all of this stuff. And if I see an end cap, like there's a new Oreo flavor or whatever, because I have a sweet tooth, I will buy a whole package of cookies knowing I only wanted like one or two. So the other thing that the subscription services have helped me with is that I'm responsible for what comes into the house, and so it keeps me on track. Um, I'm getting a knife. Here's a tip. A lady that used to work for me, she was our health and fitness like manager at this when I used to work in corporate America. Well, I still anyway. She said one of the things that she does, if she wants ice cream, she will go to the ice cream shop, get her ice cream, and eat it there. She does not bring it into the home. And I thought about that. How many of us have bought like a half gallon or whatever, pint of ice cream when maybe you just wanted like a cone or a double cone? Okay, none of this is food, y'all. I needed trash bags. Sorry. But anyway, you can see my delivery services. But I thought about that, if you're craving something, I believe in enjoying yourself. I am not here to preach to anybody, and I don't want to promote like suffering through weight loss, because in my opinion, it doesn't have to be. But yeah, give that a try. Go eat what you want out there. Have your moment, and then when you come back home in your house, have fruit on the counter. I drink my water. I'll make my beverage now. But yeah, I thought about that. That way, when you open the pantry or you open the fridge and you're trying to be good, you have to kind of make a little discretionary effort to go get that other stuff instead of having a house full. Now, again, with kids, of course, I've got chips and the stuff that they like, but it's in the pantry. What's out on the counter for me to see is the stuff that I can eat, and I will get on them. You know how boys are, or kids, they'll eat something, they'll take a couple bites, they'll get distracted, they'll be running around and doing whatever. And I'm like, hey, get back over here, sit down and eat. And if you're done, put it up and put it away. Because I don't want to be walking back and forth and there's a bag of chips here, and then I'm like, I don't want to see it. Out of sight, out of mind. So a couple little tips that have helped, for me and my substitutions. All right. Put this stuff away. I'm going to take a couple more bites with y'all's permission, and then I'm going to make my coffee, talk to you guys about beverages, and then we'll wrap up in a couple minutes because I do have a meeting. Yeah. But yes, I do have a meeting. All right. Putting stuff away. masks. Oh, again, I do recycle. These are the clear bags. I have a recycling and a trash side by side so that I can be sustainable and help the environment. So, yes, I use straws. And I know having one or two items delivered is not the best. You should wait for a big order. But look, I do what I can. All right, I'm gonna put these dishes in the dishwasher, make my coffee, talk a little bit about beverages, and then we will wrap up. Okay, so I'm gonna make coffee. I do enjoy coffee. I love you guys checking in with each other. So yeah, feel free to put, whatever questions or comments you have in the chat. Hey, if you have a channel and you want to shout it out, shout it out. I'll post it up. Somebody help me, so I'm definitely gonna pay it forward. I'm new here and I appreciate you all being here. Okay, so pancakes, y'all. One moment. Food makes me excited. I know some people are just like, yeah, whatever. It's an experience for me. Mm, mm, mm. I really love this coffee, but I can't have it. Cafe Bustelo. Just a little tip if you guys have a Keurig. This one right here, I think it's a Latin coffee, but it says con leche, which just means with milk. This one is already got milk in it. And so it brews the coffee. It has sweetener and milk. So I think it has sugar and milk in it. So you can this was great for travel. You could put this in your Keurig. And then if you like your coffee light and sweet like I do, this is great. But these are the substitutions that I've had to make. I'm going to make a regular one and I'll show you guys how. So I put this in my Airbnb suite. I have an in-law suite in my home that I rent out. So when I have stuff in my house that I can't eat, or, I bought a big pack of something and the kids are just like, not eating it, I'll put, of course, still packaged, but I'll put it in the guest suite to kind of get rid of it so it's not lingering around here and tempting me. Belle wants to know my air fryer. Okay. I'll see if I can link it. I ordered it from Walmart. I want to say Air Fryer Pro XL. Y'all, I saw it on an infomercial. You know me and my gadgets. When I see something, I'm like, ooh, I need to have that. But, I have the paper. Well, I thought I have it. It came with all these recipe books. Okay, there it is. Power Air Fryer. I don't know if you can see this, Val. Power Air Fryer Oven Elite. So I was at the car dealership getting my car, who knows what it needed, and I'm sitting in the lobby, and of course they have on some daggum infomercial, and they're showing how you can, rotisserie chicken. Y'all remember I used the little spit for that. How you can make all this stuff. But what I really liked is because it has the 3 shelves, you can cook multiple things at once, which is great. So yeah, Power Air Fryer Oven Elite. I'll see if I can find the link and post it in the comments. You're so welcome, sweetie. Okay, beverages and condiments. Let's finish with coffee. Whether you like it hot or cold, I'm still sipping on my iced coffee from yesterday. So we talked about this. Panera Bread, I don't know if you have one close to you. It is a coffee shop, and they have an unlimited subscription service. So this is an iced coffee with almond milk. I'm still drinking it from yesterday. I just had it in the fridge. I get all of my beverages unsweetened, and then I sweeten them myself with my own syrups. Okay, so let me make my Keurig needs water. One moment, please. I've become quite the barista. Like, I can froth the milk and everything now. You know, I'm thinking, why did I say that? Because now I have to do it. Okay, so into the Keurig, I'm just going to use regular Folgers, classic roast. I like the donut shop. I like pretty much anything. So I'm going to go ahead and run this just by itself. Oh, I am going to put the alkaline drops on there. You can make your own alkaline water, just a couple drops. My test results revealed that the water I was drinking was not hydrating me. Alkazone, this is available on Amazon, $14, just a couple drops. And it turns tap water or cold water or whatever, hot beverages into alkaline. All right, so I got these yesterday. I'm going to use this one, the coconut and almond milk. Califia Farms, this is my substitution for coffee creamers. Like, I love half and half, but again, I can't have dairy. So what I do, put my sweetener in there. I just pumped this into the coffee since I'm opening my mouth talking about the frother. I'm going to do that for you guys. So skinny syrups, I just put this in there. This is left over from fall pumpkin caramel scone. It came in a little 3-pack. To save money, I buy like after the holidays. So you can see here, this is the winter trio, which is white mocha chocolate, salted caramel, and cinnamon vanilla. They were 50% off, usually $15, so I got for $7.50. And then the holiday one, Christmas cookie, peppermint, whatever. But basically, I've got a whole cart there of different zero sugar, zero calorie syrups, so I can make my own. All right, so I just got this out of the fridge. This is going to be my half and half substitute, made from coconut milk and almond cream. I like my beverages light and sweet. You can get a little frother, and literally, you just want to introduce air into it. Let's see, beverages and condiments. We've talked about that. Let me not have it too close to my face. If you can have dairy, use half and half. Um, so this is, I'm looking at the package. I'm still holding it with my hand, but this says, soy free and whatever free. So basically, this is my half and half. This is my syrup, and then I just brewed my coffee. They have like, coconut by itself is fine. To me, it has a very strong coconut flavor. If you like that, that's fine. Some people don't. So the half coconut, half almond milk has been a great substitute for me. So again, Califia Farms, I bought it on Amazon. I got a whole box over there. That's the kind of stuff I'll buy a 6-pack of those. It's shelf stable, so it doesn't have to go in the fridge until you open it. And that way I have the ingredients that I need on hand. Hey, Leanne, we're about to wrap up, but let me go ahead and, so I don't know if you guys can see, but I've got my frothy milk cream And then in here, I just have my coffee. I just brewed regular Folgers with the alkaline drops and the pumpkin sugar-free syrup. I'm making a little bit of a mess, but if you can see, we've got some foam on the top. I don't know, somebody's calling me. Anyway, I'm gonna clean up and wrap up. But basically, you can make your own drinks. You can save money and you can save those extra calories. So let me try. Ooh, ooh, I like it. So, little milk frother, you can get them 20 bucks or less. Rinse it off. Now, of course, if you had like real dairy, you would get that nice foamy cream, but not bad, right? For coconut cream and almond milk. So this is my coffee, and you guys saw my pancakes. So I'm gonna hop. I think I'll be back. I think I'm free again, 1 o'clock my time, and I'm gonna do more leftovers. Make some more crispy noodles for my soup. If you guys want to hop back on, I'll schedule it, and I'll see you then. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, Instagram, Facebook.